Hey gang, good Friday morning. Tripp Thompson here, Signature Wealth. I'm getting a lot of questions right now about goodness gracious, the market's doing really good this year. And when you hear that phrase, what do you think about? And the most common answer I get is the Dow Jones Industrial or the Standard and Poor's 500, the S&P 500. Well, a lot of people don't really know what the S&P 500 is. And if you hear it described on the news or you hear it described on the radio, I'll read you what the FactSet, which is this terminal that we all use in the industry, portfolio managers. FactSet says the S&P 500 is 500 leading companies and leading industries of the U.S. economies. A core component of the U.S. indices could be used as the building blocks for portfolio construction. Well, guess what? That's great, and it's true. But like everything on Wall Street, there's always caveats. You need to know, how does that work? So if I read that and I think I'm going to put $100,000 into these 500 leading companies, most people, intuition would say that my $100,000 would be split equally amongst those 500 companies for risk control, risk management. It's not how it works. That's not how it works. It is what's called a cap-weighted index, which means the larger the company is terms of market value, the higher the percentage of weight it carries in that index. So, for instance, if I were to take $100,000 and put it into the S&P 500 right now, and I'm reading it right off of the Standard & Poor's screen, Apple is the largest weighted company by value in the index. And it's 7.44% of the whole index. So out of $100,000, $7,444 would go into just Apple. Microsoft is the number 2 weighting in that index, and it's 6.976%, so almost 7% there. So your $100,000, guess what, folks? Almost 15,000 of it just went into 2 stocks. The third one is Amazon, over 3%. The fourth one is Nvidia, almost 3%. 5 is Alphabet, 2%. 6 is Tesla, 1.85. 7 is the other Class C shares of Alphabet. Both of those are Google, so 1.75. So you got almost 4% in Google. So what I tell people is you round out number 8 is Meta, Facebook. If you put $100,000 in the S&P 500, you're not getting equal weights of all 500 stocks. You're actually going to get 25% of that money. 25,000 of the 100,000 is going into those top 8 stocks. So right now, people can call Amazon a consumer company. They can call Apple a communications company. They can call Tesla an automotive company. Make no mistake, those are technology companies. That's what they do. That's how they built their brands. And when you look at what drives those companies, yes, Apple has watches and iPads and of course the iPhones, but it's all technology based. People think Amazon's a retailer. They have a retail component, but everything you do on there is online commerce, and their cloud computing and their books and Audible, all that stuff. There's more to the story. Paul Harvey used to say the rest of the story. Well, I'm not going to steal his line, but what I'm going to tell you is whenever you're investing money or whenever you hear something on TV, do some due diligence, see exactly what it is before you just dump money into it. There are ways, that's my Southern coming out. There are ways to invest in an equal weighted index S&P 500. Well, guess what? It hasn't done as well recently because technology has been the big drivers. But what you'll find, sometimes it's smart to own both. They're incredibly low cost. And you know what? The equal weight is more diversified, in my opinion, but it depends on what you're looking to do. So just thought I'd take a minute on a Friday, try to educate everybody and tell you we're always here to help you. We appreciate you willing to learn. And if you found this video helpful, feel free to share it with a friend or loved one, okay? Have a great day. Thanks.